we're gonna hold the cheese. 5 cheese. We're gonna go to the right. We're gonna look left. Oh. I've got cheese! I've got cheese! Woo! Oh, they really love that cheese. They really love that cheese. I've got cheese! Ooh. Oh, I lost my cheese. Here you go. Go and grab it. Well, welcome, folks, to this fantastic little early morning picnic in Tears of the Kingdom. I shall call this Tears of the Kingdom Hearts, where we are very heartful, very relaxed and very peaceful. No, this is not a Let's Play. This is just me just doing some random shenanigan video. I will get back to the Let's Plays shortly, hopefully. I need to get another summoner out, actually, soon. And Super Mario Maker. I haven't actually touched Mario Maker for a while. I just figured I'd make just a video. Just because I can. Where we talk about random shit. Oh, little frog. Coming to greet us. Very nice. Good morning, fellow. Going for a little dip. Yes, I shall go for a dip myself soon. Yeah, we've got our picnic table set up. Gonna get ready for some early morning breakfast. Greeted by one of the most spectacular scenes in Tears of the Kingdom. We're actually on my favourite spot, but this is my all-time favourite location in Tears of the Kingdom. But yeah, don't worry, I will get back to the Let's Plays. Hopefully shortly. I've already had someone ask if I'm doing okay because I'm not uploading anything. Yes, I'm fine. I mean, my health could be a little bit better, but hey, that's besides the point. We're completely fine. I've not forgotten any. I believe I've mentioned already that I don't schedule anything. A video will come when it comes. I'll make a video when it comes. I'm not gonna put anything on the schedule or promise anything in a certain time frame. It's just not me. I'm just... Oh. Yes, unfortunately it gets a bit windy up here. Unfortunately. Excuse me, folks. Anyway. Yes, everything's fine. We will get back to Sumner. Hopefully soon. We've got to tackle the catacombs of Lona, actually. Very nice. One of my favourite parts of Sumner. And then we get back to Super Mario Maker 2. This little frog's coming back to welcome us. You know you're in for a good day when a frog comes to greet you. Fine fellow. Yeah, we will get back to things. This video is just going to be me talking about whatever the fuck comes to mind. Maybe an update video, who knows. I don't really plan on ever Let's Playing Tears of Kingdom. It's not really a type... It's a type of game where I just do random shit, if anything. And unfortunately we don't have the heroes aspect. I would love to have the heroes aspect. Ancient heroes aspect, whatever it's called. Unfortunately I lost my data. So I need to start the game from fresh again. But that's fine. I've already made some good progress. The cool thing with the Ancient Heroes aspect is you get a tail, which makes me very happy. It makes me very, very happy. It always makes me happy when video games give you a character that has a tail. Some tail representation for folks like me. It's very nice. Not enough games do that. There's not enough tailed folk in video games for us to play. And to feel euphoric about. Tears of the Kingdom honestly surprised me. It's one of the last games I'd expect to give me my tail fix, should we say. It's very nice. It makes me incredibly happy. But yeah, the videos when we're doing Tears of Kingdom, it's just going to be just relaxing and random shenanigans. No Let's Play here. We're not starting a new one. But yes, everything's fine. Hopefully I will get a next video out. Don't tip on me. I probably should get breakfast done, actually. Yes, we will. We will get a new video out very soon. Let's make ourselves some breakfast, shall we, before we start our day. Rice. Spice. And everything nice. Oh! That makes me very happy. Always puts a smile on my face. Let's go for a little dip, shall we? As I mentioned, we should. Just to start our day off. Such a serene spot. This is just so gorgeous. If there's one place where I'd choose to spend an eternity, and I had to choose one place, it would be this spot here. Probably feeling a bit cold in this water. It is pretty chilly up here. Very nice. Yeah, despite the amount of flack Tears of the Kingdom gets, I may as well give my own opinion on it. While we're here playing some Tears, may as well give my own opinion on, because it has seen a lot of criticism. In fact, it's kind of common. It's pretty much it's become the popular stance that a lot of people have more to say on the negative department than the positive. But despite that's what it gets, they've really nailed the aesthetics. It is probably the most gorgeous, serene, majestic world that I've personally ever seen. That's enough of a little dip. And this particular spot, it's actually a unique island. There's a lot of islands that are repeated, which is a fair criticism. This one in particular, however, is actually pretty unique. There's no other island quite like this one. Even the way the light casts shadows is absolutely remarkable, or unremarkable, whichever word I'm supposed to say there. Human language is a tough one to wrap your head around. I like how the structure there resembles the Zonai, majestic Zonai is. I'm a big fan of long, perky ears. I'm mostly... The tail is mostly my thing. That's like my primary thing. My defining thing, whatever. But I do love very long, majestic, exquisite ears as well. And the Zonai are absolutely gorgeous. And to tell the truth, I have a strange fascination with ruined buildings, or structures that are just decayed like this. There's something about them that just piques my interest. That makes me feel good inside. Is there a little pot over there? Some barrels as well, very nice. I'm glad that we've got storage up here. Let's just put that for my table. Yes, this is Tears of the Kingdom Hearts. Tears of the Kingdom Hearts. We don't smash pots around here. We are very benevolent. And very polite. Even to pots. Yeah, going back to the... Let's actually go for a fly, shall we? We'll see one of my friends, my good friends. Nice little frog. He's having a good time there. Yeah, let's go for a fly. We'll talk about the criticism. I might as well talk about criticism. Why not? While we're having a nice trip. Yeah, there is no island quite like this one. If you're wondering where we are, we're in, I believe it's the Tabantha Sky Archipelago. Yeah. Archipelago, whatever. The Gannis Shrine. Very serene. Very majestic. Let's go for a little fly. Make my personal fly machine. I am aware... Yes, I am aware of the bike that people make, where it uses 2 fans. I've never personally made that. I've always come up with my own stuff when it comes to Tears of the Kingdom. And this is the fly machine I came up with. I call it the Nautiflius. And yes, it's made of a wagon. It may not be as efficient battery-wise as the bike that everyone else makes, but it's my fly machine. And it's pretty elegant, pretty clean. It's got very good manoeuvrability actually, because when you turn the steering stick, the little axles also turn. So it allows you to make tighter turns. Very nice. I kind of want to fly downwards here. This low gravity area, which we've just exited. It really makes you fly pretty high when you're doing stuff like this. Let's see if we can get lower to the ground. Unfortunately, there's a speed limit. If you fall too fast, you come off the steering stick, so you've got to just ease your way down. I think that'd be good enough. Oh hey, it'd be good for if... Not that there would ever be, but if Tears of the Kingdom ever got a multiplayer, or like you could play as local multiplayer or whatever, this actually be very good for doing drive-bys and transporting other players. There's plenty of room there for at least 3 other people to ride in the back of. You can even do a drive-by, why not? Not that Tears of the Kingdom will ever get a multiplayer update. That would definitely be one thing Nintendo could do. That would definitely perk the game up a bit. And really separate it from Breath of the Wild. Might as well put my wonderful Zonai mask on. Get that full energy efficiency. Wearing the full suit halves the cost of your battery. Let me charge up here. Yeah, you can see how the axle turns there, which gives you steeper, well, tighter turns. Very nice. Yeah, going back to the criticism. Tears of the Kingdom gets a heck of a lot of criticism. I've watched probably an absolute gigaton of videos for reviews and stuff of that nature. But I can see where people are coming from. Honestly, if it wasn't priced as much as it was, it is priced pretty heftily. Nintendo in general have been getting very, very, very capitalistic when it comes to their pricing recently. Very, very scummy, very... milking the community for everything they're worth. That you cannot deny. That I cannot deny that at all. And I'm sure if they didn't price this game as much as they did, I'd be definitely more on the positive side when it comes to how people critique the game. As it stands, though, people are not wrong. I'll say that. I'll just say that. People are not exactly wrong in their assessment. For me personally, I don't generally share the criticism that everyone else shares, though. What other people find wrong with Tears of the Kingdom is not what I find wrong with it. In the general sense. The main issue I have with the game is there's not enough Zonai. There's not enough Zonai. And it makes me very sad. Because the whole game centres around the Zonai. Everything from the devices where we build stuff with. The very abilities we use are thanks to a Zonai. The ancient structures, the Sky Islands, it's all centred around the fantastic and beautiful Zonai people. Very beautiful design. But the thing that pisses me off the most about this game is there's only 2 of them. There's only 2 Zonai throughout the whole game. And both of them are in cutscenes. There is nowhere you can go to see them, to take pictures with them, and to admire their beauty. Not a single spot on the map. Not up high or down below. All we frickin' get is 2 Zonai. And it bugs me to no end. That is my main, primary issue with Tears of the Kingdom. They could have at least put a few on some of the Sky Islands. I'd love to have seen like all different types of Zonai that are all doing different things. Maybe some Zonai children. Maybe some blacksmith Zonai. But all we got was 2 of them. And they're both in cutscenes. And it makes me forever sad. Forever sad. Honestly, if they ever do update, they did say that they're not planning on ever updating. But let's relish the thought, if that's the correct term. Probably not. If they were to ever update, the 2 things I'd like for them to add: more Zonai, even if it's just one of them. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wake you fellas, please. Return back to sleep. It's still pretty late at night, fella. Add more Zonai. And add more objects. Like vehicle body, like vehicle chassis. Just add a plethora of objects for us to play with. All different shapes, sizes. Chairs, tables, whatever. Just tents. Why can we not have a tent? I'd love to be able to deploy a tent. And to have a relaxing camping trip. I mean, you could, with the objects that do exist, you can make some very creative things. I'd like more though. But yeah, that's basically my main critique. A lot of it I don't really agree with. I feel like a lot of criticism is nitpicky, honestly. I'm not really, like... Another major criticism would be the lack of Guardians, which were an absolute staple in Breath of the Wild. If there's one thing to remember about Breath of the Wild, it would be the Guardians, which are almost entirely absent in Tears of the Kingdom. There's only one of them left, found on the Ancient Tech Lab in Hatino. Just that one. I mean, sure, you got the Zonai ones now, which are pretty neat. They don't quite live up to the... At least they don't have the whole... They don't hold the same threat as the Guardians had. I'm definitely on board with the idea. I mean, lore-wise, the reason why there's no Guardians and why there's a strict lack of ancient Sheikah technology. The idea that because Princess Zelda went back in time, causing a butterfly effect, which in turn made it so that all the Sheikah didn't actually create the shrines. I'm definitely on board with that idea. That's the reason why there's no... That makes sense. Sure. So I cannot complain about that, still. But we need more Zonai. Just please give me some more Zonai to admire. They got absolute majestic faces. Their faces are just so beautiful. Especially Minoru. Minoru is just absolute gorgeous. And she has absolute fabulous ears. I don't think I've ever heard that note being played before. That little piano note. I guess because it's transitioned from nighttime to day. And when you land on the floor, when you've been in, it always does like a little jingle. And it happened at the moment it had done the transition, which also modifies... They go for a more upbeat piano tracks, or scores, whatever, during the daytime, whereas nighttime they have more of a lower octave kind of thing going on. It really does look magnificent though. We're playing on the Switch, the classic Switch, not, well, the OLED. This is not the Switch 2. It does have some notable frame drops. Even I notice them, and I'm not picky when it comes to frames. I'd say it's acceptable, but... to each their own. We're going to go and see my good friend, the Lizzles, the Fire Breath Lizzles. Absolutely gorgeous. They look so damn beautiful, so hot. In more ways than one. So we're going to go and say hi to one of them. On Death Mountain. Also really love those cherry blossoms they've added. Very, very nice. That's some nice bird chirping. You know, I kind of wish that they gave us the ability to turn the music off. Just so we can soak in that atmosphere. There's a good fella up there. Little blue peas as well. Very nice. I'm glad they returned. But yeah, I keep doing that thing with my freaking lips on my tongue. I need to stop freaking doing that. It must be some sort of stupid habit of mine. Just before I start talking. I've noticed that in my Summoner Let's Play. I do like that stupid clicking thing. I don't know. Some habit. Anyway. Saying that... I'm in agreement by saying that Tears of the Kingdom is Breath of the Wild but better. Like, the only reason why you'd say Breath of the Wild is better is if you really like the Guardians. If you really, really love those Guardians. Other than that, it just does everything better. Even the durability, which I personally never really had a big problem with the durability. It was a little too much, as in things broke a bit too... Things broke too fast. And they still kind of do. Put it this way, in Minecraft, a wooden sword, I believe, lasts for about 64 hits or something. Which is a lot more than most weapons in Breath of the Wild lasts. A wooden frickin' sword in Minecraft lasts longer than most weapons in Breath of the Wild. A frickin' wooden sword. So yeah, they did go overboard with the durability. They made it too low. And it's still somewhat on the low side. But when you fuse things, it does add like 25 or something. So I believe they have... No, I believe they kept the durability about the same as it was in Breath of the Wild. You just get 25 extra, so it makes things last a bit longer. It's still not fantastic, but... it's passable. I'd say it's passable. I do like the idea of disposable resources in games. I do like the idea of things being disposable, where you have to build up your resources, build yourself up. That's pretty much the progression for this. Instead of leveling up and the like, you just have your resources. That demonstrates your progression. I like that. I still feel there should be some measure of crafting. The only reason why I feel that Nintendo didn't add crafting is probably because I feel like it would have made it too Minecrafty. Maybe. That's the only reason I can think of why they wouldn't add crafting. Why they didn't. They literally have a forge island though. There's literally an island called Zonite Forge Island. Can't forge a thing there though. Can't forge a frickin' thing. At least let me forge objects and vehicle parts. And go haywire with the creation. Oh shit. Oh shit. Drive by, drive by. Ooh. Yeah, it'd be great if you had multiplayer and then someone on the back doing drive-bys with their bow. That'd be nice. That's like the one thing that they could add, and it would definitely... It'd definitely perk up the game. Being able to play with your friends online. Or local, even local multiplayer. You can break the walls. Yes, you can break walls as well. You can break the rules for the sake of multiplayer. Where pretty much anything can go. Like they can play as a Link and you can play as your Link, so... Here's the Link to the world, so... There's no harm in having two of them. Just for the sake of multiplayer. Now we're going to go to one of our spots here. I'll probably go to... probably to that one, yeah. We'll see our friend. Someone's going for a little ride. Have a good day, sir. Oh shit, drive by. Oh no. Drive by, drive by. Oh shit, he's aiming for CJ. That'd be fun. I definitely would have some shenanigans with doing some drive-by. Be in a sky bus with the Nauta flyers. Oh, that's a bit weird there. Some pop in there. That's funny. Fancy popping. Quirky. It's quirky. Yeah, the depths was definitely a surprise, a pleasant surprise when I first came across them. Because after I got the paraglider, I immediately went to Kakariko Village just to see how it was, see how it's changed. And then I noticed the chasm where the Great Fairy used to be. And I thought to myself, I need to know what happens when you jump down the chasm. And then it hits you. And it was very pleasant. And then I died to a Frox. It was pretty dark. I didn't know about the light routes. I didn't pay attention to the light routes, actually. I just remembered the Frox jumping on top of me. I'm good friends with a Frox now, though. I'll show him off later, my good friend. Yeah, I'd love one of those tents there. I'd love to be able to have one of my own. And just deploy it wherever I want. Where are we going here? We're going to this fellow here. this sexy fellow. Or fella. Fella? A fella sounds cuter. I think he's up top here. The thing with the depths though, I really wish it stayed dark and you couldn't light things up. The charm of the depths is that they're dark. That's what makes them special. But the fact you can light the whole place up, it takes away from it, unfortunately. And here's my good friend. My favourite enemy. Well, I wouldn't call them they're friends, they're not enemies. My all-time favourite fellow in all of Tears of the Kingdom. The Fire Lizzle. So beautiful. So handsome. That colour is so gorgeous. He's so happy. He's so happy. Look at that tail though. That is a beautiful tail. That is gorgeous, sir. Look how happy that they're so happy. Calm down there, fella. Do you fire breath, fella, please? You show yourself off the most when you're doing that fire breath. That gorgeous. There you go. Ooh, that warms my heart. That very much warms my heart. Here you go, fella. I brought you some nice food. There you go. So handsome, so beautiful. So happy as well. They're very, very happy fellas. A very nice horn as well. Very noble looking. Well, let's leave him to it. He's had a long day. Let him enjoy his meal. Yeah, they're my all-time favourites, the fire breath Lizzles. I'm a big Lizzle connoisseur. Or your avid Lizzle enthusiast. I really wish you could take on the appearance of the monsters. That'd be so... I'd definitely enjoy being a fire breath Lizzle. Like a potion that you could drink that would turn you into them. That'd be so cool. They added masks. That's something I wanted in Breath of the Wild. They added these masks from Mr. Kilton, who is also a monster enthusiast, just like me, actually. Who believes that he's more of an enthusiast than I am, which I very much disagree with, fella. Anyway, he introduced these hats, these masks that you can wear that would disguise you as the monsters. Oh, he's got a giant boomerang, that fella there. Let me just pin that. Oh no, wait. Let me just remember where it is. Noted. If you want to get weapons from them without killing them, and you don't want to hurt a lizard, don't go around hurting lizards. But if you want to get them pacifistically, just throw a little a shock fruit. They're not too powerful, they can survive it. And then you puff shroom. You could pick up their weapon. And then feed them afterwards. And that will actually fill their health back up. It fully restore their health if you feed them. They like fish and meat. The lizards. Sorry to disturb you, fellas. I'm not here to ruin your day. Didn't see it on land there. What was I saying? But yeah, let's go back to the lizards. Yeah, whoever designed the lizards for the lizard flosses for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they done a great job. I thoroughly approve. I approve wholeheartedly. They are just gorgeous, stunning. You know, I really wish in video games that... I guess it's just something that developers never consider. But when you get, like, creatures and stuff, it'd be nice if they could pacify. Not necessarily follow you around, but just start to like you. Like, I go around feeding all the monsters, giving them food and playing around with them sometimes. And you'd think that, at least if you was in this world, and you'd feed... If you kept feeding the same lizard food all the time, they'd probably... You'd expect them to pick up on that, and they'd be like, you know what? I like you. You give me good food, and you never attack me. And they start to treat you with respect. That'd be nice. I just don't know why that's not a thing in video games. Where they become less aggressive as you form a bond with them. That'd be nice. I'd definitely love to have a lizard friend that would just not attack me and, well, can have a little talk, have a little hangout. Just sail through the waters. You use less energy as you touch water and get yourself wet. Let's go and see Nature, shall we? My absolute sweet! My sweet! My sweet, sweet Nature. My favourite are the dragons. Oh, there's a Forge Island right there. The one I was talking about earlier. Very gorgeous. Very, very gorgeous island. Oh! Sorry, fella. If you want to come fly with me, I'm okay with that. Don't fly too close, though. They're not the shiniest saucepans. in the cupboard. Yeah, it would be nice though. Just video game developers, consider it. Make your monsters. Whatever. I wouldn't call. They're not. They're just creatures. We'll be respectful. I won't call them monsters. They're just going for a swim. Sometimes they got to. They're living lives too, right? They got a life to live. Why is there smoke coming out of that one? I'll investigate that later. Let's go and see my sweet nature. Getting a bit dangerous around here. What was I saying? I've forgotten already again, haven't I? Let's charge up real quick. It's really cool you can ride the dragons. I remember trying it out. I noticed that the dragons fly a lot slower in this game, which suggests that you can ride them. So I gave it a try. And was pleasantly surprised to find that they did add that as a thing that you can do. You okay there, sir? Oh, hey, something else I noticed is they've actually changed where the sun rises. A little detail, which probably suggests we're in a different season compared to when Breath of the Wild takes place. The sun in Breath of the Wild rises more that direction, northern. But now it rises a little more eastern. So they changed where the sun rises. A very subtle change, but it's one I personally noticed. Oh, someone's having fun with a bogoblin down there. A bogoblin. We can find Najdra going down the chasm in Kakariko and coming out of Lanayru. See if we can spy them. Yeah, don't fly too close to that particular piece, or a certain somebody will get pissed off at you. And then I will proceed to get pissed off with them. Fucking Calip. I hate Calip. Pisses me off, that fella. I'm pretty sure the journals in... Oh, good day, fellas. It's a nice morning. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the mazes... Because there's journals in the... There's journals when you're going through the Lomai mazes, or whatever they're called. And I'm sure it's Calib that wrote those journals. The way... Because it sounds like a hot-headed bastard that wrote those journals. And it definitely sounds very Calip-like. Let's see if my sweet is over there. I can't see them. Might want to wear my... just to get that cold protection. Because nature really does cool my heart a little bit. The dim rule just straight up sets me on fire. Yeah, some noticeable frame drops. There's definitely... I can definitely understand the performance critique Tears gets. On the most part, it does run pretty well, actually. This would be the chasm my sweet nature comes from. This is actually where I first met the gloom spawn, by the way. After my venture into the chasm, I decided to look for that light. There used to be a Lionel here in Breath of the Wild, which unfortunately is not here anymore. But instead there is a gloom spawn that comes here. Gave me a nasty surprise. I just remember seeing the gloom appear, and I was like, did that gloom just appear? Yes, it most certainly did. Here you go, fellas. Oh, I threw it a bit too far. There you go, fellas. Don't you want another one? Oh, don't worry, I'll give you the best one of all. Leaping Lizzie. No, don't worry about me. Oh. Greedy bastards. That's for Lizzie. That's for Lizzie. There you go. Getting a bit chilly up here. No problem for our outfits though. I don't see nature anywhere in the skies, so I'm assuming they're still making a trip down here. Let's go for a dive, shall we? Won't be able to bring the Nautiflies with me. It'll disappear. Unfortunately. My sweet! I'm here. Maybe some belly rubs? I can give you that. This is so nice. Fine day. Fine day to be seeing you. They're very happy. They got lovely ears too. Very nice. Very floppy ears too. Okay, there, Link. No idea why it does that. Very nice. Yeah, because in Breath of the Wild they fly twice as fast. And any attempts to, well, ride onto them is met with disappointment and barrel rolls. I love how they restore your stamina as well. Oh, didn't mean to step on your eye there. Very, very majestic. I'm actually not... I don't like dragons, but... I do like these ones. I make the exception for these. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom dragons. They're very benevolent and nice. I got a lovely drink downstairs. Oh yeah, they've got these lovely spike things, which are incredibly powerful. You can actually throw them. They work like the fruits and the choo-choo jelly, but they're really, really powerful. They create a huge AoE. Very nice. Now let's go and see my other friend. I got another friend in the depths this time. A Frox. A Frox. And it'd be the one right here. There's our good friend right there. He's special, this one is. Hey there, fella. How you doing? Ooh! They can really jump, huh? Come and catch. Am I too high? Alright, come down. Oh, here he comes. Oh, careful, not focusing on my flying. Good to see you, fella. Yeah, they can really jump, can't they? Let's go and feed them, shall we? Probably hungry. I've just come to say hi, fella. Have some chicken. Chicken's nice. Oh. The Nautiflies had other plans. That's fine. Is that nice? Very nice, huh? Woo! Very playful. Some gourmet, yes. He's a big growing lad. There you go, fella. That okay? I'll leave you to your meal. Yeah, it's enough playtime, fella. I'll see you later, okay? Very friendly. Very friendly. Very playful as well. Nautiflies was having other plans, because of course it was. Yeah, very quirky. Very nice. Let's go and feed the gloom hands again, shall we? They love cheese. Gloom hands love cheese. These fellas really love cheese. All the cheese. Fellas, got some cheese for ya. Yeah, here you go. Down there. Go and grab it. They really love that cheese. I don't blame them. It is very bouncy, very fluffy. It's very bouncy. Woo! Alright, maybe the gloom hands are not the nicest fellas, but they do like their cheese at least. Woo! Anyway, I'll probably call it an episode here. Just wanted to show off some shenanigans. Well, mostly give a channel update. Yes, as I said at the start, I'm fine. The channel is fine. I just don't do scheduling. And a video will come when it comes. And that's all there is to it. The truth be told, I'm a bit lazy. And it's a bit of a chore having to set everything up just to record one video. I don't have a dedicated studio. Anyway, that's all the type of shenanigans I get up to in Tears of the Kingdom. I'll probably title this Tears of the Kingdom Hearts, because we're very heartful. Kilton does say that he is the #1 monster fan, but don't believe him. Don't believe him. You could be sure though, when I do Kilton's quest, I will completely flood his exhibit with lizzles. With many lizzles. I'll show that off when I do that. I'll definitely show that off. Anyway. Hopefully a Summoner episode soon. Most likely a Super Mario Maker 2 episode following that. Have a nice day, folks. And hopefully we can relax again in Tears of the Kingdom.